I know you've touched on this already, but just if you could briefly explain to us the distribution network. How does it work from the time the Mint does something and until I can go get a coin in my pocket? Would one of you volunteer and describe to me exactly how that works?
Sure.
Mr. Hanlon.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. The Mint has authorized purchasers, of which we are one. So the product comes from the Mint to us as an authorized purchaser, and we have the responsibility of making a two-way market, both providing that product to dealers who are providing the product directly to the retail customer. And as well, we have a responsibility to make a buyback that is reasonable, so the spread between the bid and the ask is a reasonable number, close number. So it also maintains a liquid market. So it takes 3 steps. It comes to the authorized purchaser. We then distribute to the dealer, sometimes a wholesaler who will distribute one more time. But normally we're selling to the dealer who is providing that product to the customer. That ranges from coin dealers, banks, brokerage houses, pawn shops. It's a fairly liquid market at this point.
Is there a buyback arrangement with the Mint, or once you buy them, they're yours?
No, the Mint strictly sells. Right. They do.
Okay, another quick question. Right now, I understand that I can't go to the Mint and buy bullion coins. Would there be anything wrong with that? Well,
the Mint's not capable of handling that. First of all, they can't handle a two-way market because they'd have to hedge their position, which they have absolutely no experience or knowledge in. It would be overwhelming, actually, for the Mint to take that position. The spreads would be too wide if they did get involved in it. Yes, it would be wrong.
But they still sell proof sets, is that correct, the Mint?
The Mint still sells
to individuals.
Numismatic products to individuals, yes.
Okay, my time has expired. I yield to the ranking member, Mr. Clay.
That until about 1981, we did have a presence in the marketplace with these products. Does anybody happen to remember about when it occurred?
Are you saying the U.S. Mint was producing its own blanks?
That we had the blanks for the platinum blanks and the $50 silver proof blanks. Isn't it about 1981 when we ceased to do this? Yes, ma'am.
The American Eagle Bullion Coin Program was not created until 1986, and silver was taken out of American circulating coinage in 1965. So the U.S. Mint's refineries in silver planchet production really ended in the 60s. It was not until the bullion program was created actually in December of 1985, and it took them a year to gear up, but no precious metals coinage had been produced by the U.S. Mint or struck by the U.S. Mint during that interim.
How do you account for the absence of a U.S. company in the marketplace with these blanks?
Well,
Could I help address that, Mr.
Well, if I may, the lady may have an opinion that I'm interested in. I'll give each of you an opportunity. I'd like to hear the lady's opinion.
I'm not sure I understand your question. Are you referring to the
right now we have
bullion blanks?
We have an Australian company that produces the platinum blanks and the $50 silver proof blanks.
Yes.
We don't have an American company that's doing it.
Well, we're aware that there are American companies capable of doing it.
I understand, but
we do not know.
I understand. Okay, if your answer is you don't know, I accept.
We have asked the United States Mint, and we have not gotten a clear answer.
So you don't have an opinion as to why?
I do not.
Okay, let's move to the question now. Really, is why is it that it's not being done in the U.S.? I understand we have the capacity and we are capable, but tell me why. Yes, sir.
May I answer?
Well, no, the gentleman that's next in line. I'm going down the line. I'm sorry.
Well, Ray and I deal from the same perspective, and I believe that the answer is that the specifications for actually making the blanks for platinum coins or the silver or the gold are fairly stringent, and that creates an issue, according to the Mint, for those who are willing to meet those specifications in exchange for the...
Do you buy hedges on the cost of your commodities? And that's where...
What's the question again, please?
Buying a hedge. So let's say you're about to order...
Yes, we do hedge.
Yes. Hedging is part of the procedure, the policy, the business of carrying bullion products. And the whole purpose of hedging, of course, is that we don't play the market. We aren't speculating. So it's an additional cost involved in trading of precious metals, specifically the U.S. Mint bullion coins in this case.
Mr. Chairman, then the second part of the question is, how do you buy a hedge if you're not completely sure about how much product you're going to be acquiring?
No, when we know exactly what we're going to buy, we hedge that exact same
Okay, so you're hedging actually once you know what inventory
Correct.
you're going to, your
Correct.
fulfillment
Otherwise,
is
we
going to be.
cannot hedge, yes.
Is it?
Sure. The point of the hedge in the respect of buying the product is that you buy product to have live so you can provide immediate delivery. So you do know the number of ounces that you're purchasing, and that's the same number that you're hedging. In other words, you're taking the opposite position in the market against your long position, and so the hedge is a number that you always do know.
Mr. Chairman,